As Marcus Corfon's theme song once said, it's going down, 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 down. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and that pretty much sums up wrestling. That pretty much sums up the ratings across the board. And at this point, it doesn't really matter which company or which show we are talking about. The ratings suck. The ratings are always going down, and yeah, of course the ratings will go down so that one week they have to go up by just, the law of averages. If the ratings keep going down, then one week they're going to go back up because you've set the bar, you've set the standards so low. But the ratings just aren't impressive, and again, NXT is down from its previous week. Last week it did 768,000 viewers. This week it did 722,000 viewers. Now, I'm not saying for NXT in the current climate in wrestling at the moment, I'm not saying that's a bad rating, and let's keep it real, NXT have certainly had worse. We know they've had periods where they couldn't get above 700, so for them to get two over 700s in a row, I'm not saying it's a disaster for them. They're pretty close to AEW Dynamite, and I genuinely believe that if NXT do a few things right, if they make a few changes, I think NXT can consistently beat AEW Dynamite on a weekly basis. But I think the problem is obvious. But what happened on this show? Well, we had Obafemi cashing in his NXT Breakout Tournament contract on Dragon Lee. He became the new champ. And we have Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin picking up a win in the Dusty Rhodes Classic. That was basically the two main things that happened on the show. Now, it did score a 0.21 in the 18 to 49 demographic as well, since Chris Jericho loves to pretend he's a demigod and that the demographics are important, when in reality, I mean, are they really? If you're 50, does that mean you don't count? Your feud doesn't count? If you're 50, I don't want you to watch TV. Throw your TV out the window. But if you're 49, then, glue your eyes to the television screen because you need to see wrestling. It doesn't really work that way. Anyway, NXT. Let's talk about the champions. They are so fucking boring, okay? They're already stale. They are not interesting. There's nothing exciting about the champions. They don't have characters. It is just two guys. Well, not two guys. It's a guy and a woman. But like I said, they're boring. They've got no personality. They've got no characters. They're just two people that like to wrestle. Eli Dragunov is a small, vanilla guy who wears tights, has nothing interesting about him, comes out, pretends like he's orchestrating the crowd, playing a violin or something. That's it. That's all he's got. And then you've got Taya Valkyrie, who comes out with her Irish accent. I mean, she's cute enough. I'm not saying she's ugly. She's cute enough, but that's all she has. She's got horrible fucking tights. A lot of times you look at her trunks and they're just sagging. It's weird fucking wrestling gear for a woman. And she just comes out and again, she's got no character. They did show some vignettes of her running in the jungle. But I mean, who cares? Who fucking cares? A couple of vignettes of her going running in the jungle, doing a bit of exercise in the jungle, isn't going to do shit here. She's done nothing since being on the main roster, or nothing since being on NXT and having a run as the champion. So, yeah, guys, both of them absolutely suck, and they need to get better champs. They need to go back to when Tiffany Stratton was the champ, or when Carmelo Hayes was the champ. If you look at Tiffany Stratton, and if you look at Taya Valkyrie, or Lyra, whatever she's called, Lyra Valkyrie, then come on. Who looks like the bigger star? Who looks like they could headline WrestleMania? Who looks like they could go down as one of the best women of all time? I mean, it's Tiffany Stratton. She's got everything. She's better in the ring. She's got the look. She's got that whole character where she is obviously, I'm rich and this, I'm better than you, I'm pretty, I'm perfect. And what has Lyra got? She's just got nothing, I'm Irish. I'm Irish. Look at the Irish, eh? I mean, that's all she's got. And then you got Dragunov, a guy. He says he likes pain. He gets beat up, then he wins his match. I mean, that's all he's got. I mean, come on. Come on, guys. We need better champs in NXT. We definitely need better champs in NXT. That's what's holding it back right now. So, yeah, get rid of Dragunov and get rid of Lyra Valkyrie. And hopefully this show can pick up. Overall, though, I mean, it's not a horrible rating. But I'm sure NXT would like to pick up. And why can't NXT move on? Why can't NXT get momentum and start regularly challenging that 800, then getting above 800, then trying to get to 9, and then eventually looking for 1 million viewers a week. I think that should be the goal. I think that should be the target. Now, I know we've seen it in Undertaker. They only got over 900k. But if you're constantly and consistently putting on good shows every week and building stars and having those same stars on the show every week, then why can't NXT do 1 million? Is 1 million really beyond all possibility? I don't think so, and I think that should be the target. I think 1 million, considering it's a WWE program here, I think 1 million should be the minimum that they aim for. But right now, they're not really in a position. You look at the roster, there's so many fucking nobodies on it. They need to cut that roster, just bring the numbers down and try and focus on people that are actually going to go somewhere in their WWE careers. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Been Fog Wrestling. Thanks for watching, and peace.